Hey everyone, it's the RC Genius, and welcome to another live stream. Now, this is only my second live stream. However, today is going to be a Q&A. Tarbs RC, hey, that's very cool. We already have someone watching. So this video is going to be a question and answer video. Now, I'm going to let all the people watching the stream live ask any questions that they have. Please, however, keep the questions RC related, so no personal or private questions. If you ask any of those questions, I just won't reply to them. Just keep it with RC or YouTube, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. So hopefully we get quite a few people on here. Please leave a like on the stream. Share the stream if you have time to, and I hope that you guys have some questions that I can answer. Anything RC related, whether it's about a certain RC car, or if it's just about how I make my videos, stuff like that. Anything you have a question about in my RC hobby, I'll be glad to answer anything. Also, if you're watching this video as a YouTube video rather than a live stream, simply leave a question. If you have a question and you missed the live stream, you can just comment in the comments on the video, and I will read it, and I will reply with an answer if I have an answer to your question. So, glad to see that we already have one person, Tarbs RC, on here. However, it's saying that I've got a bad connection. Hopefully that should clear up, and hopefully we also get some more people on here. So, Tarbs RC, do you have any questions? If you're still here, let me know if you have any questions. Also, here in front of me, I have the Traxxas Gravedigger, and I've got the Vetera Mustang V100, and also the Animus 18TR Truggy in the back there. So, got 3 different brands and 3 different kinds of vehicles to have on display here in front of me. So, hopefully you can see those RC vehicles. Alright, so it says we've got one person watching, one person left a like. I'm going to assume that that was Tarbs RC. And we're just going to wait for some questions to come in if anyone has any questions. Let me actually get this right here. I don't think I've ever really shown this body in on the channel that much, but I will go ahead and put this on here, since all the other vehicles have got a body on them. Why not give the Gravedigger its body as well? So let's see here. Alright, here we go. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, Gorilla Bear Tech, hey. Alright, we have got Gorilla Bear Tech on. Any questions for you, Gorilla Bear Tech? Let me know. My 3 cars look cool, thank you. Alright, so if anyone has questions, this is a Q&A. Please tell me any questions in the chat. I am going to be watching the camera, the screen the whole time, so that way I can catch any questions. Hi RC Genius. Hey Tarbs RC. Gorilla Bear Tech, what kind of car is the one, the Mustang? Okay, that is the Vetera V100 Mustang. It's a 4-wheel drive drift car. It is based off of the 2015 Ford Mustang GT. It's an amazing car. I really like the car. It's not as fast as it looks. It's slower than the monster trucks, but it's four-wheel drive and it's a drift car, and I have rubber tires on it. And you can kind of see the rubber tires on there. And so the car is really nice. It's a beautiful looking car. I don't use it that often. I don't exactly know why I don't use it as often, but I have it and I really like it. The top speed is probably around 22 to 25 miles an hour, I guess. It's quite a difference between the car and the monster trucks. The monster trucks are a lot faster, and since they're two-wheel drive, that's a little bit weird. However, the Vitara is slower. Honestly, I think if it were faster, it'd probably have quite a few dents on the body. It would be extremely hard to not crash it if it were going 40, 50 plus miles an hour. So it is at a tameable speed. However, I wish it went a little bit faster, but not too much faster. And it's certainly a fun car to have, and I don't use it as much as I really should. However, I'd love to make more videos on it if anyone likes it. The Mustang looks sick. Yes, it does. Thank you. The Mustang is absolutely stock, except for the tires that I put on it, which I bought separately afterwards, and also it's got extra stickers. So like on the mirror there, there's stickers on the front. The KC highlights stickers are different. The crane cams are different. The stickers on the wing on the back, those are all my stickers. The stickers that it came with were just the red and yellow stripes and the K&N, and some other stickers that came with it, like the Horizon Hobby on the side of the car and stuff like that. So, but the body, it's a ready-to-run car. The only thing that I couldn't use was the charger. The charger was not... is that a Revo? No, it's the Animus 18TR. It's a little mini truggy that actually is Hobbytown USA's brand of car. They bought into this company, I guess. It's partially Helion and partially Animus, I guess. I don't know. It's got Helion and Animus stickers on it. Here's a closer look at the car. It is very small. I mean, it's about just about the size of my hand, a little bit bigger than my hand. And the tires are very small. The antenna is way too large for it, but I really like the car. What is the top speed of the Gravedigger? I would say I've gotten it to about 40, between 35 and 42 miles an hour, I think. Somewhere in that range. More than 30, which it's advertised as on the box. So easily 35. I think I could get it up to probably 40 on the street. But yeah, that is the Helion or Animus 18TR. It's a really cool truck, and the cool thing is it's a truggy right now, but if you want to get monster truck tires and a monster truck pickup truck body, you can put that on easily without having to change really anything. You can make it a short course, and you can make it a Dakar edition. It's all, changeable, and replacement parts are available for it. About 25-30 miles an hour. The Animus actually is pretty slow. Well, actually, no, that's not true. It's actually not as slow as you would think. It does probably do about 20. For its size, it feels very fast. However, compared to the monster truck, it's not. And I think compared to the Vitara, I think that the Vitara might be just a little bit faster, but not by much, for sure. The Animus is actually pretty fast, and the Animus is also four-wheel drive, which is nice. Now, my only complaint with the Animus is since it's the truggy, I could have gotten the monster truck, but since it's the truggy, it doesn't do very well off-road, so I keep it more on the street, and I'm working on making a short course style track in the backyard, which I'll have a video on soon, and so hopefully that Animus can go on that. I'm hoping, at least. So if there's any little kinds of sticks on the track or grass, it's just not that good. for the Animus. Also, something else I don't like with it is that the motor gets actually pretty hot. So you just have to be careful because it's so small. I guess it just builds up a lot of heat under there. But overall, I do like the Animus, and I do not regret getting it. And it's super cheap too. It was I think it was literally $100 even, $99 I'm pretty sure, for that little car, and it came ready to run. So super cool. There is an unboxing video of it on my channel, so if you want to see the unboxing video, you can check it out. Just search in the search bar on my channel, just search Animus 18TR, and the unboxing, the running video, all that will show up. So feel free to look at those videos when you get a chance. So I know I've got Gorilla Bear Tech and Tarbs RC watching. Is there anyone else watching, and any other questions that I have? We're only 11 minutes on the stream, but I'm going to try and probably get it going to about 30 minutes or so, so I can get extra questions if anyone has any. So if you have any other questions about my YouTube or my RC hobby, please feel free to put it in the chat. And something else with the Animus is that actually it has it had a problem when I first bought it from Hobbytown. Do you have an RC track? Well, I don't have a local RC track like a public track, but I have a track in my backyard, which I have relocated several times since I've been here, but I have to say that it's in a really good position right now. I've got all dirt jumps, all handmade jumps, no wooden jumps anymore like I used to. It's all dirt now. I don't think I've actually done many videos recently of the track. I think I have driven the Animus on the track, and I think I've driven maybe 1 or 2 monster trucks on the track, on camera at least. But the track right now is super good. It's more of like it's not exactly like a monster truck track. It's more like it's not in an oval or in a square stadium-like setup. It's more of a downline rectangular shape. It's about I think it's about, I don't know, 50 by 10, something like that. And also I have another track that I'm working on, which will be a short course style track just next to that. So. Tarbs RC, what camera do you use? Well, right now, for my live stream, I'm actually using my iPad for that. The YouTube app on my iPad, I just updated it, and so now I have live streaming. However, for most of my YouTube videos, I use a GoPro Hero 3, and I also use my phone for recording. I'm actually getting a real video camera very soon. So hopefully I can get some good slow motion videos and some cool videos coming up with a real camera, not just my phone. And slow motion, my brother has a iPhone that does slow motion. My phone's older, so it doesn't have the slow motion app, which I can slow the slow motion down on my video editor. However, it's not as good as actual smooth slow motion. So any slow motion videos that I have, for instance, for instance, my 100 subscriber special, and also RC Cars Are Awesome video, those were slow motion with my brother's phone. So yeah. Gorilla Bear Tech. I got a Mamba Monster 2 22K 100 kV Traxxas E-Revo. It'll easily do upwards of 65. You think it can get closer to 70, but hard to tell once again. You're going to get a pair of fresh Talon tires for it. Yeah, I think you were talking about that in my last live stream. I'm not sure. It might have been a different one. But the E-Revo, once it gets... I mean, you can get those things going fast. And 65 to 70 miles an hour is really fast. And if I don't know, but I don't think that I would be able to have a 70-mile-an-hour truck in my shop that I could use. And if I did, it wouldn't be in working condition very long. I would I know, being me, I would know that I would set up a long ramp and hit the ramp at 70 miles an hour, and that thing would just fly in the air. And then I would have about a 2-week wait on an order of parts. I can just imagine that happening. I don't think I could do a 70 mile an hour car. Not yet. I mean, I've been in the hobby for a long time, and I think I could control it, but it's just way too much power to have on hand and be able to have on there. Highly recommend the Traxxas e-Revo 1/8 and 1/16. Yeah, I guess the e-Revo full scale is probably considered a 1/8. I think I've heard that it's considered the 1/8, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that I'm pretty sure that the the X-Max is a 5th scale, I'm pretty sure. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure that it's a 5th scale, and the e-Revo has 2 scales like that. Tardos RC, what editing software do you use? Well, I just have, it's the editing software that came on my computer, so my Apple computer has iMovie, and so I actually just do that. I just import all the videos from my GoPro and my phone and whatever I take videos with. I just import that onto my computer, and then I edit it on iMovie and add background music, put in my intro, and all that kind of stuff. I recently made an outro, which you can see in one of my videos. I'm pretty sure the one, let's see, the 5 ways to sort your RC parts, I think it was. You can, which is my 3rd most recent video. I just recently made an outro, so since there's a live stream, and my last video was just a live stream, I don't actually, have an outro in these 2 videos. However, with my actual YouTube videos, I have a new outro which I made, and you just put background music and do whatever. Some things have to be edited on YouTube, so putting in the clickable cards on the top corner and putting the clickable icons at the end screen, those things are all things you have to do on YouTube once the video's up before you publish it, or when you publish it. You can go into that in the video manager and do that, which is what I do. But really, iMovie works fine for me. If I get more, if I get bigger in YouTube, then I might buy a better editing software. I'm not sure. I do have the GoPro editing software, but I don't use it because it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So, yeah. Just to say I'm a big fan of you. Thank you, Tardos RC. Glad to hear that. So, I hope that you enjoy my videos all the time. I haven't been uploading that much. I've been really busy the past couple weeks, but as things are starting to slow down in the fall and the winter, I'll have more videos and hopefully get some cool videos coming out. For instance, I've got some videos planned trailing in the backyard. I've got some videos planned when it snows. I'm going to do some awesome snow bashing videos. That's going to be all fun stuff. The snow might take a while for those videos to come out, but very soon, once it cools down enough to where there's no risk of snakes and stuff like that in the woods, I'm going to go and just go out, drive the truck through the woods just as far as I can go, and just do some cool onboard and other views of driving in the woods. So that's going to be fun stuff. There's a creek in my backyard. We're going to go take the trucks down there. Hopefully maybe get some of my friends in on it. I don't know, but I really hope that you all those videos are coming out. Alright, we have another question. You know Outdoor RC, right? Yes, I do. I believe he was the one that sent you. I'm pretty sure. But, yes, I do know Outdoor RC, not personally, but through YouTube, yes, I do know Outdoor RC, and he was the one that actually got me the last, I think it was 6 or 7 subscribers that I needed to hit 100 subscribers. So he was a big part of my channel, and he still is. and I hope that he gets on the stream. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. So, hoping to see him on here. Any more questions that we have from any other people that are watching right now? If you have anything RC related, please let me know in the chat. And if you are, if you didn't know already, as the video is up as an actual video, you can, and you didn't catch the stream, you can leave any questions that you would have asked in the stream. You can leave them in the comments, and I will give you an answer if there is an answer to it, and as long as it's RC related or YouTube related. So, if you don't catch the stream, any questions that you still have, even if you are watching the stream and I end the stream before you get to ask any questions, you can still leave it in the comments. This video will go up as a video as soon as it's done processing. So, just feel free to ask any questions after the stream is over. Gorilla Bear Tech. Yeah, I thought that I did. What exactly do you mean? My bad. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, a moment of silence in the background. I'm waiting for any other comments if anyone has them. If you don't, that's fine. But I am just waiting to read comments. I'm standing behind the camera looking at it compared to my other live stream where I was working on a vehicle. It's kind of just a still background, so it seems like the camera might be frozen, but it's not. Just hanging out here, seeing if anyone has any other comments, any other questions that they want to ask. I will probably end the stream around, 30 minutes or so. Tardos RC, what KV is the motor in the Mustang? Actually, that's a question I don't know the answer to. I do know that it's a brushed motor. It's not brushless. It's a brushed motor, and I think it's a 540 size. I'm pretty sure it's a 540. Might be. I don't think it's 550. I'm pretty sure it's 540, and I don't know exactly what turn it is, actually. I think it's a 21 turn. I'm not sure. RC Muscle, you made it. Yes, you did. Any questions you have that are RC related, then please leave them in the chat and I will read them and answer any questions that you have. So back to the Mustang. I don't know exactly what KV it is, but actually if you want to know, you can go on to Vaterra.com, spelled V-A-T-E-R-R-A, I'm pretty sure, or it might be double T. I'm pretty sure it's double R. It actually doesn't say it on the car. Wait, yeah, it does. Okay, yeah, double R. You can go on to the website and click on the Mustang picture on the on-road car section, and you can look at the replacement parts and read what the motor is. But I'm pretty sure that it's a 540 21 turn. I hope that I'm correct on that. I know that it's not any faster than my trucks, so I'm pretty sure it's a 21. I'm pretty sure it's a 21 turn. I'm not exactly certain though. And I do think that if I were to ever replace the motor on the Mustang, I would probably replace it with one of my Traxxas motors. It's the same connection to the ESC. However, what I would do is I would just put a new motor in with a Traxxas motor, and then the car would be a little faster. Might be a little bit too powerful for drifting, I don't know, but it would be something that could be possible. to do that. So, good question though. You got a question that I can't answer for 100%. Any other questions from anyone on the live stream watching live? So, any other questions you have, let me know. I don't know how long I will keep the live stream going. We're at 25 minutes, 25 and a half minutes. So, like I said, probably around 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I will end the stream. What is your dream RC car from Tardos RC? Well, as a car, I'm not going to go into trucks because trucks is probably too hard of a question for me to answer, as I have 4 monster trucks and I'm so pleased with them. My dream RC car, honestly, right now I really like this Mustang. It's so nice. However, if I could choose any other RC car and keep this Mustang, any other RC car that I would get would probably be another one of the Vetera products, but unfortunately it would be hard to get because they don't make it anymore. It's a Nissan GTR Nismo, and it's super cool looking. It's a blue color with a big fin, and it looks, I'm pretty sure it's actually lowered a little bit as well. And it's not a drift car, actually. It's actually just a street car with rubber tires. But it's the same chassis as the Mustang, just a different body. So potentially I could actually get the Nismo GTR body and put it on here. However, I don't know how I would find it. But they do make other GTRs. But there was something about that GTR from Vetera, which is the same company as the Mustang. And I just feel like there was something about that car that was super nice. And you can Google pictures of it if you want to. Again, on Vetera.com you can look at it. But I think if car-wise, literally a car, I would say the GTR would probably be my dream RC car after the Vetera, because this Vetera was probably my number one. And I can't go into trucks because the trucks, I have 4 of them, monster trucks, and if I were to get any other trucks, I would say either a trail truck or another one of the monster trucks like what I have. But I think a trail truck would be something totally different, as I don't have any of those. Traxxas just came out with the TRX-4. That thing is pretty cool. However, I don't know if I would actually get the TRX-4. To me, I feel like it's a little bit overpriced. However, it's super cool with a 2-speed transmission, which is absolutely amazing. So, yeah. I can't say for trucks, but definitely the car, the GTR. RC Muscle 1. For the Gravedigger, is it using bearings or bushings? Okay, so in this, I actually need to check because I'm not 100% sure what I have in this truck. Bushings. In this car, there are bushings. Most of my trucks I have converted to bearings because what happens with the bushings is they wear down really quickly. And so I replace them with bearings. But this truck has brass bushings all around, whereas some of my other trucks, I think 2 out of my 4 trucks are all waterproof. Let me actually show you what I put in. Hang on one second. Here's the comparison between the two. So there's a brass bushing right here, and then a waterproof bearing right there. And the waterproof bearing is actually a little bit better because 1, it's waterproof, and 2, it's actually doesn't have as much tire wobble. You can actually Google my video how to fix tire wobble on an RC monster truck, and what you'll find is that the brass bushings actually really wear down a lot inside of the stub axle carrier and the steering knuckle, which holds the front axles and the bushings, and those bushings just wear down, especially in the rear. Not as much in the front, but the tires, they will wobble side to side really bad. And once it gets to the point where you can tell when they're wobbling when you're driving the car, it's just really bad, and you have to replace them with bearings. So that's kind of been a project that I've been working on slowly. You have to have a lot of bearings to replace all of the, well, I guess it's 8 on each truck, so you have to have a lot, especially when I have 4 trucks. That's, 8 times 4, 36, so that's a lot of bushings, so, or 32, actually, it's 32 bushings, or bearings, not 36. So, having all those bearings, that's a lot, and I only buy them in packs of 10, so I'd have to buy a lot, but I'm slowly converting them to that. But that's a good question. I prefer the bearings, but not all of them have the waterproof bearings. However, though, in the transmission, deep inside the transmission, those are all bearings, not bushings. So those are, and that comes actually stock on the trucks, is the blue waterproof rubber sealed bearings. So, yep. Alright, we are at 31 minutes. However, now is when everyone is actually coming on, so I'm going to keep going for a little while and see what other kind of questions we get. I've been getting some good ones now with the KV motor, the what would be my favorite RC car, and also what are they, bearings or bushings? That was a good question as well. So any other questions that anyone has, please let me know. I don't want to end the stream with some questions that might be on people's minds, and I don't really want to end the stream right now. I would like to keep it going. So if there's still people watching and still people who have questions, just let them out, and I will answer them and hopefully keep the stream going for a little while. So, any other questions? Now, actually, something else that I don't think I've ever seen, or I've ever shown on the channel. Oh, we have a comment. Hang on. RC Muscle 1, I have a Slash, so I know it has bearings all around from factory. Okay, yeah, I actually don't know. The Slash that's in my shop, which is not mine, my brother's Slash, I actually don't know if it has bearings or bushings in the axles. I know that my monster trucks, like I said, have bearings in the transmission, but when I got my trucks, it was all brass bushings in the axles. So I guess that's what they kind of do to cut on costs, so that it doesn't cost as much, because I mean it's like $10 for a pack of bearings. So yeah. Now, what I was saying is something that I don't think I've ever really shown on the channel is this. I have a wheelie bar, and I know it's nothing special, but I do have it. It's green. I think I'm going to consider painting it black so that way it can go with any of my vehicles. And let me know if any of you would be interested in seeing some wheelie videos with a wheelie bar, because I have it. I have not used it. I think I've only ever used it like 5 times ever in 3 years. So my brother's Slash has all bearings because you have the same truck. Okay, I would check, but the Slash is underneath my desk here in a closed cabinet, and if I were to do that, then the camera would have to move and probably fall over. So I am not going to look at it right now. However, I will look at it later. But I believe you, I would imagine. Which kind of makes me wonder why they would do that with the Slash and not the other trucks. I don't know. Granted, the Slash is a different type of vehicle, so it's on different terrain, so maybe they wanted to put different types of bearings in it rather than bushings. I have no idea. Something else that's always made my mind twist is, why are the monster trucks and the Slash trucks both 1/10 scale, and yet the Slash is larger than the monster truck? And in real life, it's the other way around. The monster truck is larger than the Slash. Basically, how scale works in the RC hobby is if you have a monster truck, an RC monster truck, or the Mustang, for instance. The Mustang's 1/10 scale. The Animus is 1/18 scale, and the monster truck on the left of this screen right now is 1/10 scale. Well, the 1/10 scale means that if you were to take 10 of the RC size cars and line them up, then it would make the full-size vehicle, whereas the 1/18 scale would mean that it would make the full-size vehicle if you lined up 18. And so on with the X-Max being a 1/5 or a 1/8 scale, whatever it is, I'm not exactly certain. It would make up the full size based on whatever number the second digit is. However, if the Slash and the monster trucks or the Stampedes are both 1/10 scale, then why are they different sizes next to each other? The Slash is 1.5 times the length of the monster truck, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm asking a question now on my own Q&A. Does anyone know why that is? Because in real life, a short course truck is a lot shorter than a monster truck. So I wonder why. I'm sure that there's a lot of people that also have that question, but it kind of makes me wonder why, and it also makes me a little bit upset that the monster truck's not bigger than the Slash, because I feel like it would be more realistic for the monster truck to be larger than the Slash, but I don't know. The Slash is 10 times smaller to the real short course truck. Well, the 1/10 scale should be, I mean, if you think about it, and you take 10 of the 1/10 scale short course trucks, and you line them up long ways, it should make the full size length. If you think about it, it really should. And so should the monster trucks, but I don't know why they do that. I really do not know why the scale is like that, and one day I think I'm actually going to call Traxxas and ask them about that, because I seriously don't know, and I'd love to know why. But maybe they don't have an answer. Maybe it's just for marketing purposes, or maybe it's just for, maybe it was a mistake with the scale. I don't know, but I just wish the trucks were monster trucks were a little bit larger. However, on the other hand, do you plan on doing any racing videos from Tardos RC? Well, it depends on what you mean by racing. Short course racing wise, I don't have a Slash. I do have permission to drive the Slash every now and then. I don't very much. I'm looking into buying my own Slash, however. But I would love to do short course racing. The Mustang, one of my local hobby towns, I'm not certain, but I think that there's a hobby town, not in my state, but I think one in a different state has a drift track. I'm not certain, though, where there is, but one of them has a drift track, and so I'm going to try and look and see if I can get to a drift track and do that. And also, I'd love to get into some RC group and drive monster trucks and stuff like that. RC Muscle 1, it's more than the length, it's the whole size of it. It's everything for scale. Okay. Okay, so, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be sarcastic at all, actually. If it's everything, then does that mean, for instance, the mirrors on the Mustang, if you were to take 10 of those mirrors, it's supposed to make the full size, maybe? I don't know. Maybe? Well, maybe that would actually work. I'm not sure. It's a little bit weird, the scale. It's almost so complicated that I don't even want to know. I don't feel like I'm going to understand it, even if there's some super simple way to put it. I feel like it's just never going to be something that I can understand. The scale, scale. I don't know. So, but thanks for letting me know about that. I'm pretty sure, though, it also goes for length. So, yeah. Coming up on 40 minutes of the live stream. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep it. There's still quite a few people watching, so I think that I might keep it going a little bit longer, but I'm not going to keep it much longer because it is now getting late. Let's see. It is almost 9 o'clock, so I think at 9:15 maybe I will start doing that? It's actually a good question. Yes, RC Muscle 1, it is a pretty good question. What is the scale? So, will we ever know? I have no idea. So, yep. Now, something else that I have to say, I recently flew my airplane, my RC plane, my Airfield P-51, and I did it off camera because I wanted to see how it was going to go and if it was even possible for me to try and fly it. Well, let's just say that I did not have a very successful run, and I didn't even get it like 10 feet off the ground. And I tried just doing it in my street, which you can watch by most of my videos, that it's a pretty narrow street, and I shouldn't have done it. So, the airplane is here. It is still in pretty much one piece. However, it has now got a hot glued wheel, because Bondic didn't work, and hot glue does, actually. And also, the other thing is it needs a propeller now, because I blew through 2 propellers trying to fly this plane. So, I need to buy a propeller, and it's actually been sitting right here, actually. It has been sitting in this little Ziploc bag that I got when I bought one of my remotes. The propellers have been sitting in here, and I'm waiting to go to my local hobby store to try and get a new propeller. Only issue is that the website I bought my plane from actually doesn't have them in stock right now. I have not checked in the past couple days, so I should actually check before I go to the hobby store and go and buy them. But what I need to do is I need to get some propellers and get this thing out to a bigger field where I can really get to fly it, because I think once it's in the air, I think I can handle it. It's getting it off the ground that just is going to be hard for me. So I'm going to really try and hopefully get a good first flight with the plane. I have practiced lots of times with my simulator, and I don't know how many of you have actually seen my simulator video, but it was actually a pretty cool video. I'd never thought that I was going to make a video about it, but I thought of it one time when I was in need of a YouTube video, and I actually really liked the way it turned out. So if you guys want to see more of my flight simulator videos, please let me know, because there's some cool stuff I can do with that, especially on a rainy day and I can't film outside. I could just do that. I could even maybe live stream that at some point. And what I could do is I could do flight failures sometimes, stuff like that. Tardos RC, do you ever recommend buying RC cars off the internet? Well, actually, let's see, probably about 50% of my RC cars that I have in my shop are from the internet, and a lot of the parts that I buy are from the internet. I order most of my parts because you can't always go into a hobby store expecting that they're going to have everything. Of course, there's common stuff like motors and plastic parts, but when it comes to ESCs and stuff like that, you can find them cheaper online than in a store. I believe that I actually have the Monster Energy truck that I have, the Monster truck, which is limited edition. They don't make this truck anymore at all, and it's very rare, and I bought it probably a little bit more expensive than I should have. However, I bought it off of eBay, so I did buy that online. I did buy the Max D online, the Scully online, the Slash was online, the Vetera was from Hobbytown USA, as well as the Animus, and the Gravedigger was from a local hobby store from a while back. And the Tamiya, actually, that car wasn't even around when internet was around. It was older than that. So the Tamiya is pretty much priceless right now, in the sense that it's just, you can't fix it, and it's just, nothing like it exists. Certainly not after I just rebuilt it. So the Tamiya can't be bought online, but I do recommend buying parts online. In a way, it's good and bad. Good because you can get literally any RC part you need online. There's so many websites for RC parts like A-Main, Intigi, which I bought all my Intigi parts from there. Intigi, there is RC Planet, Dollar Hobbies, Traxxas, all the brands of RC cars that exist. All those places you can buy RC parts, and I just find it easier because there's so many websites that if one website is out of stock, you can always go to another website. Amazon is incredible. I buy most of my parts from Amazon, and Amazon carries pretty much everything RC related. There's some things that might be private sellers on Amazon, plus Tower Hobbies, RC Muscle 1. Yes, Tower Hobbies is pretty good. I don't usually buy from them. I think I've bought from them a couple times. Also, there was another one that I can't think of, another website, but I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm not exactly certain, actually, what that one was. RC Planet, I have a subscription with them, and that's actually a really good one. I do shop at RC Planet and Amazon the most, I think. Intigi, I just started recently with Intigi, and I just started with Intigi just last year, just about this time last year. And I have to say, I'm very pleased with their products so far, and I think I'm going to get more of their products for my other trucks to complete the aluminum parts. But Intigi is expensive, but I do definitely recommend buying RC parts online, because not only do you get such a variety and such a wide source, but really, literally, the only downside to ordering online is that you have to wait for the parts to come. That is the only downside to it. Whereas a hobby store, while it takes time for you to get to the hobby store, and if they don't have it, that's a bigger waste of time, you get it immediately if they have it. And I always recommend, if you go to a hobby store and you need a part and you don't know if they'll carry it, I would recommend always calling first before you go out there and see if they have the part. If you call the hobby store, then you know if you just need to wait and order it online, or just go out that day and just go and get it. That's what I do a lot of times. Call, see, and go, or stay home and just order it. But really the only downside is you just have to wait. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes more. When I ordered my Monster Energy off of eBay, it took about 2.5 weeks, and it was so painful to have to wait for that car. But when it came, it was totally worth it. And I really like the truck to this day. It's still one of my favorite looking trucks. I wish I didn't beat on the body so much as I did. And if I could go back and if I could get another body, I certainly would never, ever use it the way that I did. So, yeah, but definitely recommend ordering parts online. There's always the chance for getting the wrong thing, and that's happened to me before when things are misleading, and also, the title doesn't fit the product. Certainly had that before when I bought a battery. I thought it was a 7-cell, came as a 6-cell mini battery from Traxxas, and that was a total disappointment. But that's the only issue I've ever really had with online. So, yes. Answer to Tarbs RC's question, can you order online and do you recommend it? Yes, I do. And certainly order from online. It's so much easier sometimes, depending on what you need. So, yep. Alright, any other questions before I wrap up the stream? I think I'm only going to probably go for about another 5 more minutes. So if there are any other questions, please let me know, like now. And hope you all are enjoying the stream. My screen here says only 1 person watching and 2 likes. However, I know that that's not accurate because at least 3 people have just commented in the past, 10 minutes. And also, I'm pretty sure it's got more than 2 likes. So, any other final questions from anyone, please let me know before I end the stream. So, take your time, but let me know quickly because I just want to make sure that I get any last questions. However, I think that this has been going pretty well so far. So, yep. Alright, so, no questions yet. However, I'm going to keep it going for a little bit longer because I don't exactly know. Sometimes there's definitely like a 30-second delay before my voice reaches the viewer, and then the comment has to be written, and I think there's a delay on when I see the comments, so I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and hopefully we get a little bit more, and then we will end the stream, wrap it up, and sign off for the night. And hopefully, I don't know, I have not set up a schedule for streaming yet. I don't know how often I can stream. Obviously, doing YouTube videos is a lot easier than streaming because you never know when people are going to show up for a live stream, but I do have more videos coming up soon. I've got other stuff that I'm going to do probably this weekend. I'm going to do some more RC videos, actual videos, not just streams. So, let's see if we got any final questions. Alright, we are coming up on 51 minutes. I'm going to give 3 more minutes for any questions, and then I am going to wrap up the stream. Tardos RC, what tires do you use on your trucks? Well, they're just the stock monster trucks. Let me get one here. Hang on. They're the stock monster truck tires, and they're realistic monster truck treads. They're really good on traction. They're super good on the dirt and everything. I really like the tires. The rims are pretty realistic to monster trucks, and there's a front wheel, but I certainly like these tires a lot. So I custom paint the rims and the wheel nuts, and yeah. So another question from Tardos RC. Glad that you asked a final question there. And yeah, I like these tires. I run them on all my monster trucks. Haven't really done any different tires. The only car that I actually own that has different tires than what it came with is the Vetera, because it came with drift tires and I put rubber. I do actually have a set of Stampede tires that I use for sometimes in the snow. However, I think that this year for the snow I will use the actual monster truck tires, because it looks kind of weird to have those chrome shiny Stampede tires with the monster truck tires on the front, because I only have a rear set of Stampede. So, yep. Alright, so last minute in the stream, I'm going to hope that there's one more question from someone. If not, that's okay. I don't even know how many people are left watching right now, but I really hope that you have all enjoyed this live stream. Please like the video, even if you didn't like it as the stream, while the stream was going. If you didn't leave a like, hit the like button, as the video is a actual YouTube video now. Please share the streams. As I'm going to stream more, I'm going to set events. I only gave about a 10-minute warning that I was streaming a 10-minute event just before I started streaming, so hopefully I will be a little bit better prepared. I was really busy today, so I actually did not have much time in preparation, but next time I'll probably give about a couple hours notice that I will be streaming, and hopefully we can get as many as 10 to 15 people watching if they get this notice. I'm even maybe thinking of live streaming tomorrow night. I don't know for sure, cannot make any promises, but tomorrow on Saturday the 30th, I will try to maybe live stream. So no promises. If I don't live stream, then I will make a actual YouTube video and have that up hopefully on Sunday or Monday. So yeah. Alright, no other questions. Coming up on 55 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream now. Thank you everyone for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this live stream. One final question from Tardos RC. Do you ever custom paint your bodies? No, I actually do not. I've never actually custom painted a body. However, I am very open to it. Obviously wouldn't do it to any of the Monster Jam bodies because they are now very rare, as they do not exist anymore. However, if I get some blank bodies that I could get, I would do it. Maybe even if I got another body for the Vetera car, I would get another sports car body and I could do that for sure. But, yeah. one final question from Tardos RC. Very glad that you tuned in. Thank you to Tardos RC, RC Muscle 1, and also Gorilla Bear Tech. Those are the 3 people that I know tuned in. If anyone else did and didn't comment, I can't say that I saw you on here. However, I hope that you did enjoy the stream. If you were watching and didn't comment, please like the stream if you didn't already, and I hope that you catch the next stream. So thank you everyone for watching. Please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos. The more subscribers I get, the easier it will be for me to know that there are people still watching, still looking for my how-to videos and more. And I will keep making videos as much as I possibly can. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time on the next live stream or in the next video on the RC Genius.